Did you know that for every dollar spent on email marketing, the return on investment is staggering $42? That's crazy, right? In today's video, I'm going to dive deeper into the email marketing and into how you can use it for your business. More specifically, I'm going to tell you about one tool in particular, which is ConvertKit, that will transform your email marketing to the next level, or that will enable you to introduce email marketing into your business if you are not using it. So stay tuned because things are about to get interesting. So what actually is ConvertKit? To put things simply, it's an email marketing software that is optimized for creators. And what I mean by that, I have used maybe not dozens, but at least half a dozen of email marketing tools throughout my entrepreneurial career. But ConvertKit is the first one that I found intuitive, that I found easy to set up, and that I found very straightforward to use. Once you wrap your head around the most foundational things around email marketing, like tagging, like sending broadcasts, like scheduling things, like creating automation, the rest is really straightforward and simple. So I think that although there are many tools out there, I found ConvertKit to be the most versatile, to be the most easy to use, and to be the most straightforward tool for someone that is either starting their own business or for someone that already has established business, but they are just entering this digital channel and they would like to have a tool that will not require a full-time consultant dedicated for this particular tool in order to be able to send a weekly newsletter, or in order to send some scheduled emails to an audience that has downloaded something or that has attended an event. To put things simply, it's just straightforward. A couple of core features that are worth mentioning include email sign-up forms and landing pages that are super easy to just put on your website so you can start gathering the emails from your visitors, from the people that are following you on social media. You get the drift. Another great feature, which is not available in the free version, because by the way, ConvertKit is free. So you can actually not only have a trial, but you can use it for free. But this particular feature is not available in the free plan, and this is email automation. So you can create various types of automations that will trigger certain sequences of emails depending on behavior of your users. So let me give you an example. Let's say that someone has attended your webinar and they then receive an email with two links. One link is about the one tool that you have showed during the webinar, and the other link is about the second tool that you have showed on the webinar. So you can create an automation that will then be dedicated for a user that is more interested in A or more interested in B. Therefore, your communication, your marketing communication is tailored towards the needs of this particular user. So instead of just creating a random sequence of emails, you are creating those paths and those narratives that are more valuable for users that are interested in more specific topics within your content. And another feature is also very helpful with what I've just mentioned, and this is tag-based subscriber system, meaning that you can attach tags to different subscribers depending on either their behavior, like what link they have clicked in your email sequence, or based on the source that you have got them from. So let's say that you are running simultaneously a profile on Instagram and a profile on TikTok, and you are creating content here and here, and you would like to sort of put those subscribers to different buckets. You can attach a tag to someone that has filled in the form that is attached to your TikTok, and a tag that is attached to your Instagram profile. I hope that this makes sense. Of course, you can tailor your tags and attach them to the various needs of your business. Maybe they can be attached to the services that you are providing. Maybe this can be a gender of the person that has subscribed, or maybe this can be their age. Anything that is relevant for your business that you find to be important when engaging with your audience, engaging with your customers, can be applied to the tag system. So it depends totally on you how you can design that, but don't get scared by that, because there are dozens, if not hundreds of different articles and videos provided by ConvertKit that can help you understand better the tagging system and how does this work and what you can do with it. So much for the core features. If this video is so far interesting for you, please make sure to subscribe to our channel to not miss any other email marketing or other marketing or sales related videos. The next part that I would like to cover are integrations. So ConvertKit is a pretty well-known tool. Maybe it is not as popular as MailChimp or, I don't know, ActiveCampaign, but it already comes with a package, a significant amount of different integrations that you can plug it into. So it can work with your WordPress if you are hosting your website on WordPress. It will enable you to connect with a Stripe account if you would like to sell something to your users and track it through the ConvertKit, make it like a well-integrated machine. You can also integrate ConvertKit with Zapier, which opens up a range of possibilities. For those of you that don't know what Zapier is a sort of a workflow automation type of online software that enables you to automate certain series of recurring tasks that you have in your business. Let's say that someone fills in the form, then receives a survey, and after answering to the survey, they are receiving a document. You can automate everything. And instead of doing all of these things manually, so after subscription, I'm sending over the survey. After receiving the response to the survey, I am sending a document. You can create a simple automation in Zapier that will execute that. Other example might be that you have your Facebook ads running and you are gathering contacts through Facebook, but you would like them to land in your CRM automatically, and also Zapier can enable you to do that kind of automation. So this is what Zapier is for, and connecting ConvertKit to Zapier can open up a range of possibilities for your business. These are only, of course, examples. There are integrations with Patreon, with various different types of softwares that you might use. You can check it out on the ConvertKit page and see if there is this one particular integration that you are looking for. There are also more advanced features to ConvertKit, including a visual editor of automations, which works like a charm. You don't have to be tech savvy at all, and I'm not tech savvy guy, in order to create the automation that will be triggered by a certain action, that will enable someone to do something within the environment, that will send them something automatically based on their behavior. It's very straightforward, very intuitive to use, and I have not mentioned this before, but let me just tell you that I have used hundreds of different types of software in my entrepreneurial career. I have built 2 7-figure business. I have interacted with many support teams in different contexts and different industries, let's say, and ConvertKit has one of the best support departments that I have ever interacted with. I think I had a similar experience only with Amazon. So like they respond almost immediately. They will always do the extra mile to help you. They can even do some things for you on your profile if you agree to, in order to help you if you cannot find something. So not only ConvertKit is pretty intuitive, if there are things that you finding hard to wrap your head around at the beginning, and I had these moments, I will not bullshit about it, they will definitely help you get through them, and this is super helpful. And another thing that is more advanced, and I will not get into a lot of detail here, but you can track a lot of data sets related to your email marketing. Not only open rates, not only conversions and clicks, but also you can dive deeper into the behavior of your users and see who is, for example, clicking on the links, what kind of people are clicking on the links. If there is a pattern that emerges, let's say someone is getting on your email list from a particular channel, and then you can, for example, draw a conclusion that your ads are working better on women than men. Just an example, you know? So you can track a lot of different stuff in analytics in ConvertKit, and I think this, you know, gives you an extra thing. If you are just starting, this might not be as important for you, but as you will go further down the road of email marketing, this will be very, very helpful and precious for your business. So who can actually use ConvertKit? I think everyone, ranging from bloggers, creators, to smaller and medium, maybe even bigger businesses that are looking to introduce email marketing to their marketing machine. And I always say that having this middle of the funnel, having this ability to connect with your audience regularly, instead of just constantly looking for new clients. So having the community, building the community of people that are interested in what you are doing, that are eager to learn from you, is always helpful to establish your brand and in order to get more leads further down the line, as people are not necessarily ready to buy once they get to your website for the first time in their lives. And as I said, ConvertKit is versatile, easy to use, and I think a lot of fun. So I just encourage you to check it out. If you have any questions about ConvertKit, about email marketing, or about any other areas of B2B sales and or marketing, let me know in the comment section down below. Please make sure to subscribe to our channel and have a great rest of the day. Thanks for watching.